Look
at the stare of the champion against the challenger.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Wait a minute!
5, 2. What's good, everybody? We are here live. WUP Wrestling Unleashed podcast. We here again like we always gonna be, and this is where it's gonna be. And we starting out live at 6 p.m. Well, we early, yeet. And this is how it's gonna be.
A little bit early. Yeah,
a little bit early. Yeet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in there. We on. Just happy to be here, y'all. What's going on, Living Katana? How you doing today, man?
Bro. Another day, another podcast.
Always. Hell yeah, man. So, we gonna get into it today a little quickly, a little briefly and everything. We have some stuff we want to go over, real quick and everything like that. So, Katana, what you had in mind today, man?
Oh yeah, we last podcast we had with Big Paul, so we kind of let him take the floor and kind of picked his brain about things with some Q&A, and then we let him promote and plug his school and the things he's doing in the community and shows and like everything like that.
Yeah.
I missed the opportunity that podcast to talk about last week's AEW because we kind of addressed the mainstream WWE products a little bit. But
yeah.
I know last week on AEW they had what was it? You had Kenny Omega versus Blake Christian, which was a really good match. I sent a clip of it to the chat earlier.
I seen that clip you sent. That was nice.
Blake Christian, and he just had another match the other night and last night, and very good at the heel work, man. I'm liking his vibes as a heel. That's another person that AEW signed. It's I think a very good acquirement. Then you had probably the most entertaining segment of the whole show was Thunderstorm is what the tag team was originally supposed to be called. And mid promo, Tony Storm changed the name to Thunder Tits. And then that became kind of the theme of the night for her and Thunder Rosa. That was a good match. I want to say they did lose that match, I believe. I believe that was like a statement, like Bane got a pin over Tony Storm, the champion, so they kind of used that as like she might be in trouble type scenario for the belt. Brody King, Kyle Fletcher was a good match. Mark Briscoe and Konosuke was a really good match.
Mark Briscoe's a real one to me, man.
I like watching Konosuke Takeshita, bro. He's a solid wrestler, really good talent. They had the big man match between Powerhouse Hobbs and Mark Davis. That was pretty decent. Powerhouse Hobbs taking the dub as he should. I think they should really put him over as a no pun intended powerhouse for AEW. You had Swerve call out Moxley. You had MJF and Hurt Syndicate had some very weird segment that I wasn't a fan of, really. I'm not really a fan of the whole Hurt Syndicate thing. But MJF responded to it. Bobby Lashley made him rip the card, and he made him give him the card, and then he ripped it, and seemed like Lashley was trying to like fight MJF, and MVP diffused it. And then you had a little segment with FTR, which I wasn't really a big fan of that either. I'll get to this week in AEW after I address some there's like some overall behind the scenes news and bidding and stuff like that we could talk about. Orlando made a bid for an $18 million grant for several events, including Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and a UFC pay-per-view in Orlando.
Huh. Okay.
Money in the Bank is speculated for early June. There's been quality concerns with SmackDown, I guess. WWE insiders have expressed concern over the quality and the underutilization of talent, which is something a lot of fans, including us, talk about almost every week.
Right.
Everyone knows that Saria Page departed from AEW. I believe we talked on it a little bit last podcast. She started her own podcast.
So wait, so she's what? She's like kind of like backing away from wrestling or something like that?
That's unless it's a work, you know what I'm saying? Unless she's just like saying that to like kind of hype it up more if she goes to WWE. From what she's saying is that she's trying to step away from wrestling right now and pursue other things outside of wrestling.
Okay.
Warner Bros. And Discovery supports AEW's partnership despite the online criticism. They've reportedly expressed positive views on their partnership with AEW. AEW Shockwave flagship show did not proceed on Fox. They tried to get a show called Shockwave approved, and it did not advance beyond the pitching stage.
I mean, you gotta really think about it. We're talking about Fox.
Yeah, that would have been a big thing though.
It would have, but AEW, no hate, they're not bringing enough views like they used to.
And then I don't know if you've seen Rod Van Dam's reaction to the Moxley Spike spot, but he's apparently not a fan, and he said he's never been a fan of that type of wrestling, even though he's associated largely with ECW. He said even if you go back to ECW, it wasn't him that was taking any of those crazy spots. He wasn't going through burning tables. He wasn't taking staple guns to the head. He wasn't doing any of that. He said he only ever was, this is his words, he said he was only ever requested to draw color twice in his whole career, and it was post ECW and post 2001 WWE. So it was in the WWE, but that's the only 2 times that he's ever been asked to blade in his career. Every other time was accidental, apparently. Like, it was just from overworking, like really in the moment, working hard, and you know what I'm saying, mistakes happen in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. I can see that. I can most definitely see that. You know, I love Rob Van Dam, man.
I do too. I'm a huge RVD fan. That's why when I heard him say that, I was like, man, I gotta respect his opinion on it. I do kind of feel like, and I hate to discredit his opinion somewhat, but I do kind of feel like the reason he worded it the way he did is because he's trying to like get WWE's favor for his Legend contract. Because he said he'd rather be associated with WWE than AEW because of that spot, because of spots like that. Is basically his words.
You know, I don't really say too much, especially when it comes to people like Rob Van Dam or like The Undertaker, you know, Triple H or Shawn Michaels, people like that. And I try to just listen and understand where they're coming from.
Right.
Because I'm not in the professional business like that. So I don't know what type of spots and what type of, you know, things that they've had to see or do.
The sentiment that he's kind of sharing with a lot of other people is a lot of other critics of the spot and those types of matches and spots is he was basically saying that the people who do that are people who aren't as athletically gifted. So they use that to compensate for the lack of skill that they have.
Okay.
And I don't think that's I think that's an
So-
unfair way to sell it, because don't get me wrong, there's some people that are definitely doing that. In these indie shows, how often do we read online or hear people in wrestling podcasts say that someone does some crazy stunt for $5 and a warm beer and a cold hot dog? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why the cold hot dog though?
yeah, and the warm beer, bro. They're basically saying that they'll do it for anything,
They'll
basically.
do it for free. So I'm basically gonna take this baseball bat that has barbed wire around it. It has a shock vault on it, and hit you off of it while you fly off this fucking 13-foot cage through tables beneath.
Right.
I know you've seen that clip that I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I've seen all kinds of
That's
stupid shit.
crazy stuff, man. I get it. Listen, I get it, but sometimes I just don't get it.
Las Vegas is offering
They lost Las Vegas
wrestling
off.
themed weddings. Wrestling themed weddings. In anticipation of WWE WrestleMania, the Viva Las Vegas Wedding Chapel is offering a Love SmackDown package, allowing couples to tie the knot in a wrestling themed ceremony.
Hey, I'm about to say something right now. If me and my wife was going to get married this year, I would have dressed up as Cody Raheem Rhodes, and she.
Crazy. Then we have
My lifestyle just busted his head.
some WWE updates. New SmackDown ring announcer was introduced on Friday Night SmackDown.
Mark Nash or something like that. Isn't he like the voice of like the NHL announcing and stuff like that?
It was
on
something
NBC?
like that. I can't even remember his name now. Let me see. Yeah, Mark Shannock.
Mark Shanat. Okay. I said Mark Nash.
Boxing ring announcer, I guess. So.
Okay. Okay.
Then Disney acquires new film starring The Rock. WWE Vault releases NXT's first WrestleMania weekend live event. We talked about Eddie Thorpe being in the car crash.
Yeah.
All the people that have entered the Owen Hart Cup. There's been a lot of people to enter that. Jay White just entered it.
Wait, Jay White from New Japan Wrestling?
Yeah, he's signed with AEW too. He's in AEW as well. I believe they're gonna be giving him some sort of big push or run soon.
I was about to say, because I haven't really seen anything about him.
It seems like he's getting the push because he has this segment almost every episode now. I guess there's some backstage rumors going on about Britt Baker and her status in AEW.
Isn't she married to, or isn't she with Adam Cole?
Is she? I don't know. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I know. I just recently found out that John Moxley's wife was the one that interviews them.
You're talking about the one that used to work for WWE too?
The blonde that works backstage.
Yeah. Is the triple threat for a title shot at either world title? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. The way that they're trying to set it up for this to happen, they gave CM Punk his main event, and they removed Jey Uso. So probably what's gonna happen is, depending on who wins, we'll see somebody go after the belt. Just depends on what side.
You're either gonna see Cena's definitely taking the belt. I don't see it ending any other way. Even though that could just be what they want you to think. You know what I'm saying? They kind of threw us
He
for a
taking that
curveball
belt.
with the heel turn. But I think Cena wins the belt, and then maybe it doesn't immediately turn back over into Cody's hands. Maybe it goes to Roman's. Maybe it goes to Drew McIntyre's.
Or goes to Randy Orton.
That would be nice. Number 15.
Randy Orton come out and have a match between John Cena heel versus face Randy Orton, like baby face Randy Orton versus heel John Cena. We've never seen that.
SmackDown that he just
Yeah, he just went to SmackDown.
He just said something to Cody about that in this segment.
Yeah, so I feel like Randy's next in line.
That could be too.
I just don't understand that, man. Why is WWE?
Randy and Cody thing would be awesome because Randy's already said that he wants his last match to be with Cody.
Can I ask a question though?
What's that?
And no pun intended against the WWE or anything, because I'm not a promoter or anything. But why have so much talent on a roster and not use it?
Yeah, it's they're catching a lot of flack for that, honestly.
Like, we're having a triple threat match between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. Where's everyone else?
Yeah.
You know, so Orton and Cena retiring in the same year. I don't know. I think Randy Orton has like 2 or 3 more years in him. You see how big this guy's gotten?
Oh
This
yeah.
dude's jacked.
Did you
Cena
did
looks
you
like
see,
he's getting out of shape. It's Hollywood body.
you see that Drew McIntyre actually addressed his physique. That was funny. Did you see that Baron Corbin accused Logan Paul of receiving special treatment?
Oh man, I mean, well, yeah. Look,
he criticized the rapid rise of social media influencers like Logan Paul in professional wrestling, suggesting that it undermines the efforts of long-standing wrestlers that have sort of earned the way rather than just being handed the opportunity.
It does.
I agree 100%.
They gave Logan Paul the United States Championship belt, and most of his time on his podcast, he didn't even have it up there to say he was the champion. Like, are you serious? I get that he has 8 million, but gazillion, whatever viewers and shit, whatever. Cool. I'm not hating on you, Logan. This ain't a hate thing for you, Logan, but this is the truth. You might have the love for professional wrestling, but you should have earned your way in, not just because you have a whole bunch of views.
Like Woodage said, he won the U.S. title and became a part-timer.
Yeah, that's what they all do. They win the belt.
If you look at nearly 80% of the people in the main event slots are part-timers. We're watching the main storyline. We're watching. We only have one active person in the whole storyline, and that's Cody. Aside from Cody, you have The Rock retired. You have John Cena part-timer
retired,
and you have Travis Scott, who's not even a fucking wrestler.
He might listen.
I mean, he actually is a wrestler. I can't knock him. Actually,
right? He might be doing some shit. We don't know.
He's a student of Booker T's, so I will say he's legit. I'll take that back. You know what I'm saying? He might know some shit.
Right. But I'm gonna just say this though: if you are an artist or a star, you should not be able to still come in and take a spotlight. You should come in like I Show Speed did, or what was it? Yeah, I Show Speed did, and you need to get your life speared out your soul before you can even see any type of anything Braun Breaker needs to hit 45 miles an hour and spear you out the ring, break your body in half. You need to take some bumps for real. You need to really get in there. I'm not saying Logan Paul ain't took no bumps. He's a high flyer. He done been through the table and all sorts of shits. Been through Elimination Chamber, all sorts of shits. But that should have been another platform for someone else that has been there to be there. Logan Paul should have been on the pay-per-view. Yeah, he should have been on the pay-per-view, but not in the chamber.
Yeah.
I mean, who am I though? I'm not Triple H. I'm not you, Paul Levesque. I'm not you, bruh. I'm not none of y'all. I'm not Lee Majors or none of them. I'm not none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm none of that. You know what I mean, I put my application in 1,000 times and you guys have denied me 1,000 times. So apparently I'm none of that.
But no, it's a lot of underutilized talent in both WWE and AEW. Don't get me wrong; they're both guilty of it. But
yeah, I mean, AEW has 130 something people on their roster. Man,
you already know me. I'm gonna sit there and defend AEW, bro. I'm the type of person that has gone in online pages and done the math, bro. I've made whole charts for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done the whole
Since
math.
Cody Rhodes has left, AEW has not been able to compete with WWE. Since Cody Rhodes has left, I'm not hating on AEW. Cody Rhodes, man.
No, we'll get right into
He's a crowd bringer.
We'll get right into the debate because there's a lot of factors that played a role in that. It wasn't just Cody leaving; it was the circumstances he left under, the vibes changing, being the elite discontinuing. It was a lot of factors. They were bringing in a lot of viewers from their YouTube series. They were bringing in a lot of viewers from international scenes. And Cody was a lot of the draw, don't get me wrong. But
all right, I'm about to say.
Cody was a lot of the draw, but I don't think CM Punk was as big of a factor as people say he is. Even though I love CM Punk, I don't think him leaving was this super huge thing.
Listen,
I think everyone in wrestling knows that CM Punk wants a WrestleMania main event, and that's all he's ever chased.
And that's the reason why they gave it to him. That was so stupid how they did that too. Like, man,
I thought that segment was I think that was real emotion, bro. I think that was real emotion coming from CM Punk. Like,
it was.
But my thing is people like you just said that they haven't competed, but they're the only ones competing. There's no other competition in the landscape of wrestling that competes with WWE like AEW does.
I'm not saying hold on. I'm not saying that they can't compete.
You also got to consider we're talking about a company that's been around since the 50s, 1953, compared to a company that's only been around since 2019.
Okay, now listen.
You're talking about WWE has been around 1,320% longer. Like, they should be way more ahead in viewership. They should be they shouldn't even. It shouldn't even, like, they're the Pepsi to AEW's Coke. But they should, like, AEW shouldn't even be Coke at this point with how long WWE's been around. You've had 7 decades plus to grow your fans, to grow your audience. You're talking about.
Hold on a second. Now, hold on. Let me stop you there.
Overnight.
Let me stop. Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Okay. I've been listening. When you say 7 decades, how many of those decades have they been able to go through mainstream living stream platforms? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not
now,
many.
Listen. Hold on.
Not
now.
many of them at all. That's only
if WWE back in the day,
decade and a half, maybe.
If WWE's Attitude Era back in the day had the opportunity to be streamed live everywhere in each household without having to be on paid cable TV, it would have blew out the competition a long time ago. Not saying
Yeah, I don't know though, because I think honestly, I think streaming services make it easier to watch pay-per-views nowadays.
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So think about it. When Austin and Hitman Bret Hart had their match when he was bleeding all over his face, is if everybody had the opportunity to witness that, there would have been millions of more
Oh,
eyes
for sure.
laid on that
For
pay-per-view.
sure. Like the internet and social media landscape
Yeah.
it was way different. For
So
sure.
having AEW, you know what I'm saying, be able to
But
do what they did,
but what
they
I'm
had a
saying is,
different platform to come at.
what I'm saying though is they've grown it over that long period of time. So they already have those fans from 7 decades. You have people that are still fans that watch this shit with their grandparents watched it, and their grandparents' parents watched it. You know what I'm saying? WWE has been around for a grip.
Okay, and
Like,
I'm not holding you against that. That's you right.
like
But think about this.
you gotta consider when all the other companies that existed before AEW, bro.
And
Even
all of them, hey, but
even
look,
WCW.
and after 82 weeks, they still failed. After 82 weeks of whooping WWE's ass back to back to back in the war, they still failed. WWE has outlasted and withstood every competition just like Nike has. They just do it. No matter what, no
I
matter how many
agree. I
people say
agree.
whatever, we can be lackluster here, we can be lackluster there. But guess what? When the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania, hits, millions and millions of fans tune in. And now it's 2 nights. There's nothing. And I
Hey,
mean
we should do
nothing.
something though. We should do something though. Cause we seem to have a bit of a, you know what I'm saying? We kind of have our own tribalism going on the podcast. You know, I'm kind of on that. I'm kind of on the AEW side of the product, even though I watch all the product. I watch everything from here to New Japan to
That's a
soft ground
fact.
wrestling in Uganda to
That's a fact.
Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling in Canada. I watch everything.
That's a fact.
But one thing I will say is AEW had a TV deal before their first event. AEW,
It's way
AEW,
easier. It's way
AE,
easier. Back then, how many TV stations did
AEW.
we have?
Hey, but I'm saying
We
that
couldn't go and change the channel as many times as I wanted to. You feel me? We couldn't
I
change the channel
agree,
like that.
but I'm saying what I'm trying to make you understand though is I'm not saying that WWE is not blowing AEW out the water, but what I'm saying is there shouldn't even be no water left in the pool for AEW to swim in. WWE is so huge that AEW you got to be living under a rock to ignore the success of AEW, bro. You
But
have
listen,
to.
okay, that's true. But listen, but what
Because
if
they get
WWE wants
WWE
them
gets
to be there so that they can have something to compete against because they were so sloppy Joe without the beef before. Like, nigga, we didn't want to watch it and do a podcast, Jay. We've known each other for years. We ain't want to get into
welcome
this,
to the podcast. What's
well,
up, bro?
yeah, what's going on?
What's good? I've been here for what 10
Don't want
minutes.
to
So
leave
y'all
you
acknowledge
sitting
me
there
yet?
again like last time.
Acknowledge your tribal chief.
Yeah, I don't want to leave you hanging like last time.
Nah,
Last
like,
time we was in debate when you got in this bitch. You didn't get a word in for about an hour.
I was I had my daughter with me. I didn't want her to get involved. Well, she was trying to say
Right.
some stuff like, she's in the wrestling too, but
Right.
man, I just say this, man. Maybe they
hey
need each
Google,
other.
turn time
Maybe
off,
they
please.
need each other.
My thing is, and this is why I defend AEW. Yeah, they're not doing as good as they were in their
I forgot to turn it
conception.
off.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? The
just turn.
Heydays when it was first created with all the hype behind it
Thank
and being the elite and all the attention that garnered and Cody Rhodes being in the company.
Mhm.
But they've also been steadily climbing the last like month or two. The views have been steadily climbing, the ratings have been up. And you gotta consider, bro, in not even 1/4 of the time they haven't even been around 1/4 as long as WWE. And they've already got more than 1/4 of the viewership.
But
At
we got to
that
remember.
at
But we
that
got to
trajectory,
remember.
bro.
Hold
At
on. But
that
we still have to
trajectory,
remember. Look it up. When did WWE start, and how many cable channels at that time was it provided to? If WWE had the platform,
bro. But what you're not
when
understanding is I'm
AEW
talking
did,
about today. I'm talking about the viewerships per episode week to week.
oh, so they got more out viewers than WWE?
No, I'm saying that they have like more than 1/4 of the viewership that WWE does already. If they were still up to their heyday numbers, they would be like right neck to neck. AEW is selling out and doing 2 million, you know what I'm saying? 2
When they
million
had
viewers
their marketing there, when they had their marketing value there.
right.
And they got great value now, bruh.
It was mainly the social media.
They got the Walmart brand now, nigga. They lost the Dolce and the Gabbana.
Nah, you crazy.
You know they lost Cody Rhodes, man. Cody Rhodes is the Dolce and the Gabbana, man.
Yeah, but
you can't get nothing better than him.
At
like
the same
he draws
time, though.
the crowd.
At the same time, though, what did WWE do with Cody Rhodes? They didn't help develop Cody Rhodes whatsoever. They're not the company that made Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes made him. That character got developed in the indie scene, New Japan, and AEW.
I agree.
WWE wouldn't even want Cody Rhodes if it weren't for AEW and the success he had with that company.
I agree.
The character he became in AEW and New Japan is what made WWE want him. Same thing with Kenny Omega. They didn't use Kenny Omega when he was in Deep South Wrestling.
No.
But and he was only there for a year, and he requested.
Was it even a year?
It wasn't even a year, and he requested that he be released. He requested his contract be extinguished.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Now,
because he didn't like the way that things were being done there.
I could say this. Listen, AEW has some great talent. Don't get it twisted, and that's the reason why. That's the reason why WWE needs them around.
I'll honestly say they got the better talent.
You think so?
It's not even really a think thing, bro. I know so. They have their roster's younger than WWE's is.
Well, that's because WWE runs their stars dead into the ground. Like we got.
Well, the real reason is because they don't utilize them, and when you don't get utilized when you're on the show, you're literally just sitting.
Yeah,
and when you're sitting and catering, you're gonna put on a belly like Jey Uso, and you're gonna start fucking botching fucking plotches and shit.
Bro, I think this is part of the storyline though, because if you remember,
the first spot was not part of the story.
Okay, no, fuck no. But now it's just part because remember last week, and now after I said that, I seen a whole bunch of other podcasts start saying it that Jimmy Uso is Jey Uso's brother's keeper. It says I said that on our podcast last week. Jimmy Uso is his brother's keeper for real. If that's how we're gonna look at it, because
Thursday is when you said that.
Yeah, Thursday is when I said that, and it's a true fact, bro. Because I would do that for my brother. Like if I know for a fact one of y'all we out there in our groove, and I know, okay, look, you about to get the push, and you get into your head. Let me help you as I'm supposed to as your brother, so that you can succeed in what I know that you can. Because right now you against yourself, and your worst enemy 9 times out of 10 is yourself. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, the most people that can be there for you is a brother. Who's better than a brother to put you back on your game? And that's exactly what he did. He slapped the shit out of Gunther back to fucking Walter.
I wasn't a fan of that though, man. I wasn't a fan of that because, like,
I mean, he had to implore some type of.
Yeah, but why wouldn't Gunther strike back? Makes no sense.
Because Gunther's about to teach him a lesson in the ring.
Yeah, I get that.
He's about to teach him a lesson in the ring. See, Gunther is more of the, okay, I'm gonna still catch you in the ring in front of everybody. You notice he likes to embarrass people. He likes to do it in front of everyone. Yeah, you slapped me and I kept my hands in my pocket and I smiled it off. But when I see you in the ring and I choke your ass out, it's gonna have to take Uso, the song, and everybody to yeet for me to get off of you. That's what's gonna have to happen. Yeah, you may be your brother's keeper, but I'm still here.
I was honestly a fan of Jacob Fatu and coming out and doing what he did. The back-to-back moonsaults. The back-to-back moonsaults was kind of crazy.
Hey, look.
Like, he's a big boy to be doing that, bro.
Them boys is eating good, ain't they? They all getting a little chubby on them right now, man. They eating real good.
Well, Samoans are big anyways, bro. A lot of Samoans are big anyways.
Oh, yeah. I went to school with some Samoans, man. Them boys is big. Oh, yeah. Played on the football team with the Hug Hawks out in Reno, Nevada. What's going on? They own you. They probably go watch, too. Yeah, bro. Tongans and Samoans, bro.
Yeah.
They both big as hell.
So, last night on Collision, AEW Collision.
Hey, is AEW Collision on HBO Max?
That's a good
I believe so.
Is it? I was
watching Collision last night when I just got into Virginia. I don't even know if it was HBO Max. No, if it was HBO Max.
It's on TNT.
Okay. I seen some shit on HBO Max. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I think they did strike a deal with that. Well, I'm not
That's
sure.
What I thought. I thought they struck a deal with HBO Max.
I'm not sure how. I'm not.
Bro, if they did that, that's gonna be crazy.
Well, I heard NXT and SmackDown about to be on Netflix now.
Yep, NXT, SmackDown, April 1st. Yep.
Oh wait, it could be April. Hey, look, it could be April Fool's. I don't know.
So last night on Collision, they had Athena from Ring of Honor confront Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I think that's an interesting rivalry, bro. I think that'll be a good little rivalry. I have watched a little bit, Woody.
Yep, I've watched a little bit of them. Yep.
I've been more so trying to keep up with the actual flagship shows and products and everything.
I'm probably more the guy that's like, yeah, I remember the fucking Monday Night Wars. I was fucking heartbroken when Hulk Hogan came out at Spring Stampede and leg dropped Macho Man Randy Savage to hell.
Bro, speaking of leg drops, bro, I seen a clip earlier. I talked about it in the chat.
Hold on. Don't tell me. Is it of when Booker T did the corkscrew leg drop on fucking Chris Benoit's head?
Nah, bro.
Oh, okay.
Matt Hardy used to do ridiculous leg drops, bro. Like this man's tailbone got to be in his forehead somewhere because that shit is. Bro,
I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
Drops off the cage, bro.
Yes, that was my favorite one he ever did. I swear.
Imagine that, bro.
Boy, I was hyped for that.
Imagine the pain, bro. Yeah, Mina Shirakawa signed to AEW. So didn't Josh Alexander. So didn't Kevin Knight, one half of the Intergalactic Jet Setters. Also a New Japan Dojo ID'd wrestler. Yeah, they're getting a lot of talent, man. AEW is turning up. And they already have a lot of talent. Like
oh yeah.
That's right, brother.
I mean that's not a lie though. Like Hogan has a ridiculous amount of injuries too, and that's probably a good amount of the reason is dropping on his ass all the time.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man. I mean that one thing that I can honestly say though is that WWE and AEW, they need each other right now.
No.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They need each other
Honestly,
right now.
the best thing these companies could do is actually indulge in a scripted war. If they actually did that and made a scripted competition and made like one pay-per-view a year where they put top stars against top stars from each promotion. And
That would be bigger. That would be bigger than WrestleMania.
Exactly. And they could put the Ring of Honor folks against the TNA folks, and they could put AEW folks against the WWE folks, and they could make a huge event out of it. Everyone could eat off of it, and you could defeat the whole tribalism thing right there in the ring.
Sorry about that. They want towards y'all, okay?
But I think New Japan should be added in that too.
Well, I mean, New Japan is really close with AEW.
That's why I said we need to go ahead and get all of them on board to where they could all just sit down in a room and have these uncomfortable ass conversations that need to be had.
Like that's one thing.
Wrestling business, man.
That's one thing you'll never see in WWE right now that you see in AEW all the time. AEW has no problem, and New Japan has no problem. Have you ever seen the New Japan logo in WWE?
Nah.
You seen it on AEW just last night. You see it on AEW all the time. They have no problem letting other people eat and collaborating with people.
Yep. It's WWE that has that backbone, that has that stubborn backbone.
WWE will buy up talent just so other people don't have them, and then they won't utilize them properly and just let them stay in catering.
Hey man, but when you got 192 people on your roster in AEW with a ring size of my damn bedroom, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, bro, I'd rather have the smaller ring, the smaller venues, and the smaller numbers, and have the better product. Like I'm not a fan of the promos.
Nah, he didn't. AJ Styles didn't wrestle in New Japan when he was WWE champion. They didn't let him. They wouldn't have let him do that.
Are you sure?
I didn't. Ooh, you may be onto something. Look that up.
I almost want to say.
I'm in here watching wrestling too, y'all. Yeah, I got to do a little studying here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I missed training today.
No, he didn't.
That's what I thought, because he was under Vince McMahon when he had that belt. The only person that's ever wrestled in a whole different it's been under Triple H.
His last match in New Japan Pro Wrestling was Wrestle Kingdom 10, January 4th, 2016 against Shinsuke. Oh, he was definitely in New Japan.
Yep.
He was in New Japan before, but not as WWE champion.
Yeah, he was with the Bullet Club.
Like I said, they would never let their superstars do that. They keep their talent right there in WWE 365 days out of the year.
And that's weird. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not the promoter, but I would love to see Seth Rollins go to New Japan Wrestling, or somebody from New Japan Wrestling come to WWE.
I'd love to see a lot of that going on.
Right. I'd love to see that. A triple threat match between fucking Kenny Omega, Seth Rollins, and Kenny
Omega has been at the top of WWE's most wanted talent list for like almost a decade. Even more so since AEW's formed. Kenny Omega has no interest to go to WWE. He'll be AEW till he dies.
Facts.
Same thing with Tony Storm. You'll never see Tony Storm back in WWE.
Nope.
You'll never see. Honestly, the only way you'll see MJF in WWE is
the money's right.
Is if they offer him more money than they're willing to.
They got to give him $20 million.
Which honestly, he said that his contract's far far past 15 million. So I'm pretty sure it's already above 20 million.
They got to get that nigga 30 million.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to give him some absurd number that they're not willing to give him for someone they won't even utilize to the best of their ability.
Right.
Listen, y'all, you gonna have to get off of WWE's back, man, because they create stars too.
I love WWE, bro, but if you look at the way talent, bro, it's not very great. It takes them a very, very long time to get something to stick with talent. And
that's because they have some of the roughest fans. Listen, WWE has some of the like most ruthless fans. It's like nothing pleases them. Nothing pleases WWE fans.
I mean,
and listen, I'm a hardcore ass WWE fan, but sometimes I have to understand that yes, this is what's best for business, and we also need to build talent. Like you know me, fam. I coach. I'm a mentor. This is what I love to do. I love to build talent. I love to build up. You know what I'm saying? Because when you build up, when the stars are starting to, be a little tired, you can go ahead and put this, second squad. Go ahead. You know what I mean? And that's what your mid card is for. Remember back in the day, nigga, them dope ass mid card matches, nigga, Taka Michinoku and Tajiri and all them, bro.
But I'm saying this, the storylines for me. It's like if WWE,
they didn't have any storylines. Like some of the mid cards didn't even have storylines. Yeah, they just had great matches.
But I'm saying even they didn't have over explanatory, super elaborate stories like WWE tries to do now. But they had little skits and little comedy skits and backstage shit that was always happening. And
that is true. That's true. And it was fun. It was fun. They made fun.
They weren't TV PG is the biggest factor. When you have
when you go to Netflix, I think you should have been able to do some more, a little bit more funnier stuff. Like bro, I remember when Mark Henry and Mae Young had a baby with a hand.
Right.
That shit was funny. Nowadays, WWE will get canceled.
Right. I'll be honest. There was a lot of skits back then I wasn't a fan of. We didn't need to see Edge and Lita in the middle of the ring.
No, that was Vince McMahon being a pervert.
Yeah, that was Vince McMahon being the asshole.
He knew Edge and Matt Hardy had real beef.
Yeah,
we're gonna use it to make money.
That's all it was. Yeah. But no, man, you look at the talent that they have developed, bro. It took them forever to get Roman over. Took them forever to get Roman over, bro.
Hey, what Vince McMahon tried to do in a decade, Triple H did in a year.
I mean, that's debatable though, because every storyline that's going on right now that's a major storyline is a product that Vince started. All Triple H has been doing is refining it and milking Vince's ideas until they die out. Yeah, he's doing certain things different, but it's still Vince's ideas that started the whole ball rolling. The bloodline was Vince's story. Cena was Vince's story.
I mean, if you really think about it, though, when you around one of the best promoters that ever has done it, wouldn't you try to milk as much of his knowledge?
Sure. Oh no, for sure. I'm just saying you can't discredit Vince, even though people don't like Vince McMahon for a multitude of reasons. You got to give the man his flowers with how much he put a crippling effect on the wrestling world by creating a monopoly. But he also changed the wrestling landscape forever and brought a lot of attention to wrestling it wouldn't have got otherwise, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
who continues a match after somebody or a pay-per-view after someone dies?
WWE.
Right. Or who tells
Owen Hart.
Or the multitude of injuries and concussions people have received and been told and been asked if they could finish the match. Or been
what
told.
pay-per-view was that? King of the Ring? I believe so. It was either
What is
King
it?
of the Ring, Unforgiven.
I think it was No Limit or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Over the Limit.
Over the Limit. That's it. Because Taker was on the cover of that shit. I remember.
Yeah, I don't think it was King of the Ring.
Nah, it was Over the Limit.
Yeah.
That right there could have got the whole company sued, and they could have just cut it off from there. But Vince had to pay him money to prevent that.
Over the Edge. There you go.
Yeah, Over the Edge. That's it.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't know.
Over the Limit. Shit, that was back in 2010. Shit. I mean, you were close.
Yep.
Over something.
It was over the cliff because it was
Yeah.
over something. Shit.
Yeah.
I'll be
he
getting
fell
in,
over. Hey, you know that's crazy. Why did I just think about that? I know I'm not the only person that ever thought about that.
About what?
Owen Hart died at a pay-per-view called Over the Edge.
Yeah. Yeah. That's mind blowing, isn't it? And he died over the edge.
Has anybody thought about this?
I have.
Am I the only one to think about that? Am I
been
gonna
so
die
long.
tonight?
I wasn't thinking about that, to be honest. But
Hold on.
Whew. Damn, that's good. Damn. That's a good drink there.
look at this right here that I'm about to send you.
Brisk.
Look at this I'm about to send you.
What's up?
That was part of my my research into the whole AEW compared to a WWE thing.
Damn, man. Now you got me like, I remember it was like, a couple years ago when I thought about that. And now that I think about it, it is mind blowing. I was like,
Yep,
fuck,
you did.
damn. And they continue the show.
Sting,
I would have stopped the damn show.
Undertaker, we need one last match. I don't give a damn how old y'all is. We
Man,
need
I
a
ain't gonna lie.
theatrical,
I ain't gonna lie.
cinematic match.
I ain't gonna lie. We do not need that, bro.
Damn.
I would rather remember them from their good matches than remember them for a fucking whole botch.
But what if they didn't have to botch? What if it was like a cinematic match?
I mean, that's that maybe they could
Something
pull that
like
off.
what they did with when he did with
AJ,
right?
Gallows and AJ Styles and them.
Right.
Just
maybe
a little bit more better put together.
Yeah, like AJ Styles and Taker did.
Yeah, that was dope.
Right. But
I can see that.
Yeah, did you read what I sent you though? It says should WWE be more dominant? Yes, the gap should be larger based purely on WWE's history, infrastructure, and global dominance. But AEW is still in its early phase. It doesn't need to quote unquote beat WWE outright, just sustain and grow its audience. If AEW refines its booking, storytelling, and audience engagement, it could solidify itself as a long-term viable alternative, similar to how WCW challenged WWE.
And that's okay. That's fine to have. That's good to have. That's great for business. That's great for business. Listen, the world of professional wrestling is not like the NFL. It's not like the NHL. It ain't like the NBA. You feel me? They don't have multiple teams where you compete. If you only have one professional promotion or wrestling promotion, where's the competition at? There's nothing there. And Vince, that's where he started struggling. There's nothing to compete. There was nothing there to give him any competition, even though he's the greatest promoter to ever do it. You still have to compete, my guy.
Right.
Competition, iron sharpens iron. Shit. Fuck that.
And
competition is good.
Another thing I like to bring up is people talk about AEW not competing, but I told sure that they sold over 81,000 tickets for All In.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this nigga Altman competing with that damn plate over there.
You heard me?
No, what you said?
I said when they did All In at the Wembley Stadium, they broke WWE's paid attendance record.
At that time.
I want to say it still holds up.
Still on for 10 minutes. Hey, this is how you make up. Didn't check that dryer. I mean, the washer.
Bro, what the hell are you eating?
Eggs and cheese. What? What, Salil? Come on, what? I got to eat.
I know, bro.
Okay. Wait. I guess every time we get on the podcast, I'm always eating.
You always eating. This nigga always got a plate. I'm like, damn, bro.
Bro, they still have not broken AEW All In 2023's attendance record.
I mean, they were in Wembley Stadium. That's a huge stadium.
Yeah.
People want to talk shit about their small venues, though, bro.
Hey, but that's in 2023. That's 2 years ago. How long has Cody Rhodes been back?
Hey, how long has the bigger company has had
2.5.
The bigger company has had 2.5 years to break that record, and they haven't yet.
Nah, it's okay.
Bro, they had WrestleMania 40 was combined 120,000 tickets. All In had 81,000 plus in one night.
That's okay.
Yeah, they had an event there years ago, but it didn't compete with the attendance record of AEW All In.
Not even close. Not even close. I think it was like maybe 75,000 for that event at Wembley.
Royal Rumble this year is the closest they've came to a one night attendance.
Yeah, they had like 91,000 or something like that.
They had 70,342.
70?
Yeah.
The first night?
Yeah, for Royal Rumble.
And then in total it was 90 or 100,000 or something like that?
No, that I'm talking about Royal Rumble. It was a single night event.
Oh, the first one, it was a single night of okay. All right. You know what's funny? They need to change Royal Rumble to 2 nights.
I mean, they'd probably make more money.
They would. It'd make more sense too.
I don't know, bro. I think if we get any more fucking WWE product, I ain't gonna be able to catch up on shit.
That's good.
Because there's so much product already that I'm watching. I'm like, bro, if New Japan drops any more events this year, I'm gonna be behind.
They gotta do it. They got to do it.
It took me forever to catch up after damn Crazy Fest and the New Japan Cup, and that New Japan Cup was crazy. They just kept dropping events every damn day. There was like 6 days in a row, missed one day, and then did 2 more days. I was like, what the hell is New Japan doing, bro?
But they got all their talent showcasing.
Yeah,
they got all their talent showcasing.
That's what I like about them, bro. They try to give all their talent opportunities.
Yep.
Not just dark matches and
main event, Saturday night main event,
and letting them marinate and catering and put on weight and get all unhealthy and use them to go do meet and greets and shit. All these expensive ass meet and greets now. I ain't paying no $450 to shake a motherfucker's hand and take a picture.
Hell
Got
no.
me fucked up.
No, bro. Motherfuckers is already paying.
Especially when Chris Van Vliet's literally said that he's only ever paid for one person's autograph or picture, and that was AJ Styles.
I think Wikipedia could be edited though.
Yeah, Wikipedia can be edited.
I don't take that as a valid source.
Indeed.
Oh shit.
That's true though.
Damn, bro, I forgot about
my I'll cite my Kel Sports for the attendance record that I gave you. I don't know if they can see that in chat.
All right, hold on. I want to show y'all something. I want y'all to guess who this is. Y'all can see that, right?
Oh, that's Cam.
Yeah. My boy was killing it on his early days too.
Yeah, I was just showing my cousin some of his highlights earlier. I can't wait till we get in there, bro. I'm trying to
Man, bro, look. Let me just say this.
to bring Thai food to life.
Look. Hey, so I'm gonna just say this. This is my first time in years of watching WWE around this time of year where I don't feel like I'm on the road to WrestleMania.
Mm.
And that kind of hurts my soul. You know what I'm saying? Because hear me out.
Damn.
I feel like they're trying to give us what we wanted, but I feel like they didn't know how to put it all together. I feel like they're trying to be an octopus with many arms, but they don't have a brain in each one of those tentacles. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do many things, but can't control it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to do a
I kind of mentioned that in the chat earlier. So what it is the fact that you have two big people that you're trying to appease, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Then you have the nostalgia, the people that are gonna draw in for certain numbers, being The Rock and Cena, who they're milking for attention, and so they gotta throw them in there. And
Wait a minute,
then
you think The Rock and Cena been milking for the attention?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the whole reason they always do that, bro. They always bring in some old ass person that nobody's cared about for 3 decades to try to get pop and try to get a reaction. And they're like, "Oh my god, it's a WrestleMania moment." You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what would be a cool WrestleMania moment was if y'all did some actual, you know what I'm saying, like some good sequences, some good spots, some good storytelling. Cut some good promos, maybe even rehearse the promo prior to the motherfucking event. You know what I'm saying? Practice isn't some forbidden fucking thing, and I wouldn't imagine. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why you have 4 main events and none of them feels like a main event to me. None of them, not a single one of those storylines is exciting to me. Not a single one of those storylines is really super entertaining to me. And if entertainment is the whole thing, you're putting entertainment over wrestling when it's literally wrestling that we're watching. We're not watching sports entertainment. We're wrestling fans, not sports entertainment fans. I just think WWE's direction is so opposite of the Attitude Era, and they care less about what the fans want and like every demographic, and they care more about what's gonna make them money.
I mean,
what's gonna make them merch sales? What's gonna make them?
No. Wouldn't isn't that what we need? Isn't that what you're supposed to want too? You're supposed to want the action figure sales.
I get
you're supposed
that.
to want the merch sales.
I get that.
That makes more money than the views.
I get that, and that's the right thing to do business wise. But it's not the right thing to do if wise for the fans and the product, for the talent, primarily for the talent. You know what I'm saying? You're putting over people that have already had their shots time and time again. So much so that they're fixing to break a motherfucker's record who's been wrestling since the wrestling territories existed. Like, it just makes no sense. Why not? And I'm not even saying the edgy stuff, Woodage. It doesn't have to be edgy. You know what I'm saying? It just has to be somewhat like I get they pulled the curtain back, but I still want to be immersed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When people when old heads watch fucking Guiding Light and The Young and the Restless, they know it's fake and scripted, but they still want to be immersed in the storyline. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? Shut up, man. Because my grandma used to love her stories. That's what she used to call them.
Exactly.
Guiding Light, and Love and the Restless, and all
the soap operas. Yeah, that's what this is, bro. This is a man. This is a man's soap opera, bro. This wrestling is a southern soap opera. Like, what I'm saying though is you have to have some type of rhyme or reason to your storylines. You can't just be like, oh hey, let me just throw The Rock and all these part-timers back into the picture. Let's put on influencers that already have a life for themselves outside of wrestling instead of giving someone who's made wrestling their whole life an opportunity.
Now that right there, I can't get with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just cannot understand
no
that. Like,
sense,
let them
bro.
have wrestling matches. Let them have some shine, whatever, cool. Let them go, you know, do the whatever. Let them show their athleticism if they have it, like they did Logan Paul. But don't put them in big time matches or anything like that other stars deserve.
You put in part-timers who literally have a living in other lanes outside of wrestling, and you putting them over in wrestling over people that only have wrestling as a means of income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad. It's bad for business. It's bad for the talent. It's bad for backstage.
Because if somebody doesn't hire them after the WWE releases them, then they go back to being a normal person and human being like us.
They go back to having to try to survive in the independent scene, which isn't easy.
Nah, bro. Let me just tell you, bro. Like most of the matches that you're doing, you're not even getting a couple $100.
Yeah,
you know I mean?
and when you're talking about going from WWE money, you probably acquired WWE money type things. You probably upgrade your lifestyle at that point.
Right. So now you're losing because now you done got released.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But some people, you know how to live in their means. So some people don't spend. You know what I mean? So some people are real frugal with their money. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably like, hey, anything can happen at any time. So I'm keeping everything that I have of mine.
Right. You have like Maven, really smart guy. Maven never spent a single dollar of his money that he earned from the WWE.
Yep. Maven's a very smart guy.
But you look at there's tons of talent, bro. Tons of legends that have to start GoFundMes. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't afford hospital bills. They can't afford bills. You know what I'm saying? You got legends going homeless. You got legends dealing with drug addiction and ODing. You got legends that, you know what I'm saying, going through a lot, bro. The WWE. What was it?
Brian Knobs from the Nasty Boys. He just recently put up a GoFundMe page due to medical bills and shit like that.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's all over the place, and that's because WWE doesn't. They care less about the talent and more about the money. It's really a cash cow company where they would rather make sure that they're happy as opposed to making sure you're taken care of.
Well, that's the reason why. Yeah, that's right. I was just about to say this. This is the reason why Jesse the Body Ventura wanted a union.
Yeah.
Unionized professional wrestling, which, you know, I'm
all for that, honestly.
I agree. There should be some type of union because look at how much you're putting your body on the line. And even then you can easily end up like a fucking vegetable, one mistake, or even dead.
Right. And we're all supposed to be working together anyways, you know what I'm saying? Right. We all in this shit together, whether or not you get over as much as the next person, you still want to make sure that everybody's safe.
Oh God, you got me, brother. Yeah. You got me, brother. Oh Lord, you got me, brother. Fuck.
Yeah, crazy, bro. And like I said, I'm probably coming off as a super huge hater on this podcast because I just keep talking shit. But I love WWE, bro. Like, it's super nostalgic for me. I can remember watching this shit as early as I can remember shit. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Oh, three.
WWE's my shit, man. I
Yeah, like
play
I
all the
said in the
video
chat
games,
earlier,
everything,
bro.
bro. I'm all WWE. You know what I'm saying? I try to tune in to like AEW and stuff like that, but you know, my home is my home. You know, I used to watch WWF with my grandfather. You feel me? Back in the day, you know, that's
I'm
the
telling
only thing
you.
my grandma let me watch. You feel me? I couldn't watch nothing else but boxing on Monday. Excuse me, wrestling on Mondays and boxing on Tuesdays. That's it. You feel me?
So
So
my grandpa actually used
on
to
USA.
my grandpa actually used to judge boxing at the Armory here in Maine.
Oh, that's dope.
So
Hell
like
yeah.
so my dad got to see a lot of wrestling matches and shit at the Armory. He seen Bruno San Martino, seen a lot of old head, like, big names.
That's dope as fuck. That's dope as fuck. I've only been to one live event, and I was in Reno, Nevada. It was a premium live event. It was back when Chris Benoit, Rikishi, they all had went to Reno, Nevada, at the Lala Event Center. That was my first one. And then you know what's going on next month. WrestleMania.
Yeah, buddy.
But like,
I'm hyped
you know,
for it. Don't get me wrong. It's WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that it was. I wish that it was more wrestling and less sellout. You know what I'm saying? I wish we had storylines that were still gonna be there next week, not part-time storylines. I wish we had talent that's young and up and coming and deserving taking these matches, and not talent that's already had the opportunities given over and over and over and over and over and over again.
it would have been dope to see Braun Breaker's entrance at WrestleMania.
Yeah, right. Braun Breaker.
That would have been a dope ass fucking entrance. I guarantee it.
But I guarantee you're gonna see Pentas.
We already did. No, we didn't. That was Royal Rumble. My bad. Whoops.
I guarantee you're gonna see Pentas, because Triple H is making mad money off of Penta right now. So you're gonna see Penta.
Hold on.
But why? Well, who's he gonna get? Who is he gonna go against? Is he gonna go against Braun Breaker? Because that's the only competition right now.
More than likely.
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna see Braun. So we'll see Braun Breaker then.
Yeah, that's
cool.
That's more than likely the match you're gonna see. But what I'm saying is, even Penta, bro. I love Penta. Super deserving. But there's people that have already been there that are more deserving of that spot.
Like Finn Balor.
Right. What are they doing?
Why
with
they do?
Finn Balor?
Wow, I was just about to say, why are they doing Finn Balor this way? Like, bruh,
so
he literally tore his shoulder off his fucking body for the fucking company, and this is the way you do him ever since he's won the fucking Universal Championship.
And what's so bad about it? He never got a rematch.
Nothing. He did, but it was with other people involved in the match. It was always like a triple threat or something. He never got a fair.
You what though, bro? You definitely, because I know you ain't been watching AEW. You definitely gotta give the product more of a chance, because I'm not even being biased when I say this. It's way more entertaining than WWE currently. I can sit there and watch 1 hour of AEW and be more entertained than watching 3 hours of a WWE flagship show.
You want to hear the truth, bro?
Why the fuck am I even watching? Why am I even watching 3 hours of a motherfucking flagship show?
Hear me out. I can watch 5 to 10 minutes of WWE and I'm going to sleep.
Exactly.
I can watch 5 to 10 minutes of AEW and I'm going to sleep.
That's not good, bro. You watching the wrong 5 minutes or something. I don't know. You must be falling asleep when they fucking doing the helicopter view and showing the stadium and shit.
And welcome back to AEW.
Right.
That was my match for me.
Me and my wife was actually watching AEW Collision last night, and we were watching the women's match between it was Mercedes Moné and somebody, I don't know who that girl was, but that
I
match.
don't
What,
think
last
Mercedes
night?
Moné. I don't think that she wrestled last night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did.
Mercedes Moné, she did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she did wrestle last
she
night. Yeah, she
wrestled.
did. Yep.
Who the hell did she wrestle? She wrestled.
I don't know who that chick was, but
It wasn't no Athena. I know that.
yeah, Athena came out after that.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
came
After the
in.
match. Yep, after the match.
Yeah,
With the
but
spinner belt, listen, with the spinner belt for ROH that everybody thrashed years ago when John Cena came out
yeah,
with.
let's talk about that, please.
Like, what's going on? What's the bass backwards shit going on over there?
Robin Renegade.
Okay.
My wife was like, "Why the hell they got a spin on the belt?"
Why they got a spinner belt?
Yes, that was John Cena's gimmick. Why are y'all still that? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's probably why. It's probably a homage to John Cena's spinner belt.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Hi,
I take it as yeah.
CM
I'll be
Punk.
done in a minute.
CM Punk spoke on it because he's had the belt before.
Yeah.
And he even stated that he doesn't have a problem with the spinner belt. He feels like it's a nostalgic part of WWE's history, and
I
every
want
time
I want that spinner belt, man. I really do.
I mean, it's
since
kind
I
of
was a kid.
synonymous with John Cena. You can't see that belt and not think John Cena.
Right.
Well, you can't see the belt because you can't see John Cena.
Well, then all you see is the belt.
Exactly. Because there won't be no Cena.
Right.
Nah, bro, that's probably gonna be the probably. I was thinking like all the time. I wanted that belt. Like I really wanted that actual replica belt, but I've always tried to wait until WWE had the fucking 50% off sales, but they always hit you with free fucking shipping
Right.
tonight on WWE
I
Shop.
like
And
the
I'm
Intercontinental belt, man.
I guess I'll wait for WrestleMania.
I like the Intercontinental strap.
The newest one, the new one,
I think the old one.
or the one with the white strap.
Yeah, the white strap.
That shit was dope. Yeah, the one with the white strap. Yeah, that one was dope. That one was dope.
Yeah, if I said to
Yeah,
myself,
that's probably my favorite belt
put
right
my
there.
name on the nameplate. I ain't putting nobody.
Yeah, that
else
white belt strap was clean.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite belt right there.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
the thing about the white belt, the strap itself will get real dirty, quick.
I just think it's funny when you really think about it.
You don't dirty it up. You keep that thing nice and clean.
I just
Man,
think
keep your
it's
hands
really
clean.
funny. I think it's funny when you think about it. Like they have a world heavyweight championship. Ain't none of the people fighting for it heavyweight hardly.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have a WWE championship, which is pretty much the same thing as the world heavyweight championship. And then you have an intercontinental championship, which is supposed to be a symbol of you being the intercontinental champion, like an international champion.
An intercontinental person doesn't have it.
But
yeah.
And not only that, but you already have the world championship. Why you need another belt to signify you a world champion?
I'm gonna say this.
It seems like they're making too many.
And where the fuck's the hardcore belt at, man?
Because nobody want to put their bodies on the line like that anymore. Like it's not they don't want to do spots like that.
They can't do spots like that.
Yeah, they really can't.
No, because the WWE will go out of business.
Their product is TV PG. That is their TV rating.
It's okay.
Oh, but here's the thought of that. Now that Netflix is involved, maybe, just maybe, they'll just change that just a bit.
Not a chance. They have a fucking moniker to live by now. They have to go by what they have implemented.
That family shit they started back on motherfucking what TV channel were they on?
CW Network.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't CW.
It was USA, I think.
Yeah,
USA let them have edgy shit. What you talking about?
That's when they
started. No, it wasn't USA. My fault. Forgive me. It was
I want to say it was
the reason. Hold on. The reason why they had to start PG is because they changed from the WWF to the WWE. So they want to bring in the entertainment. So they changed to the PG era.
That's true. Mm.
Nigga, I was
But
watching Raw is War on USA.
Yeah.
The PG era started in 2008.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also I don't know. I think about this all the time. Even
And
at
in
work, when I wear
2008, didn't they change their name?
Who?
WWF.
I think it was before 2008.
No. 2002 is when they changed it from F to E.
Yeah. That sounds more
Yeah,
accurate.
it was 2002. I remember because like I had the game WWF WrestleMania 18, but it was E at the time because that was just transitioning
You're
from
right.
F to E.
It was. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it wasn't 2008, bro. It was 2002.
It was 2002. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. The TV PG era started when they switched to USA because that was a family.
But that must have been back. Because listen, they must have left.
Yeah.
They must have left USA at one point. Then
they even put it in like that was even like part of their like motto when they switched to that channel was like family entertainment or some shit like that.
Wait a minute, hold on, bro. I'm not tripping, bro. I remember watching really edgy shit on USA. Nigga, throwing the titties out and all sorts of shit. DX and all the shit. That was on USA. That was on USA.
Yeah, it actually was because like I think
that was on USA because I remember switching back and forth from TNT to USA, the Monday Night Wars between WCW and WWEF, and it was on USA and TNT. I swear to God, I promise you, it was edgy.
Yeah,
that's when Lita and all that shit was going. All that shit.
Yeah.
Booty cheeks was showing. Everything was.
I mean,
we seen everything on USA, bro.
But I think the real reason why they went fully PG is like more kids was getting involved in the product, and after how that incident with Chris Benoit and his family, so they had to stop all the chair shots, all the hardcore stuff because felt that.
But hold on, when WWE, yes, Woodage said exactly what I said. They left USA after all the edgy shit. Went to TNN and Spike TV, which is a fact, and then came back to the PG era with USA. You know what I'm saying? So,
because WWF was USA Network.
And like you just said, oh man, it was due to Benoit and Linda McMahon getting into politics. That's 100%, bro. Like, but you got to remember though, he had to do what was best for business. It was either that or find a new network. And how many networks had that much money?
They're still in the viewers. It's I don't know, bro. For me, it ruins the immersion of it ruins the believability of a person like Solo Sikoa being this savage when he's catching himself cursing and being like, oh, and censoring himself. Like, bro, what? You a grown-ass man censoring yourself when you about to kill this dude and you're trying to make us believe that you're a killer? Like,
it's like that, man, because especially when you with them, with WWE, you like, for bro, what? I don't know why, but I thought that
this is the same company that in its heydays was telling people to suck it and having people fuck in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, look, hold on. But listen, you gotta realize
contest,
right? You gotta also matches. And Jeff Jarrett hitting women over the head with guitars.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Goldberg was motherfucking jackknifing bitches in the back.
And we live in a very, 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 very censored time. And we were live and uncensored. You remember that group, Live and Uncensored? You know what I'm saying? So we were. We were very live, and we were very at an uncensored time.
And you still
remember when Triple H showed the girl to remove her top and show
yeah, bro, like in the middle of
in
the middle of that was on TNT.
Yeah,
that was on USA.
And who's running the company?
Vince McMahon.
The creative.
Oh, Paul Levesque. But that's the point. That's the point. We can't. I mean, if Netflix allows it, because Netflix doesn't have a cable agreement. You know what I mean? Maybe now it's time that they can throw some more, a little bit more edgy shit. But listen, even Netflix has been blocking out what the fans have been saying. Fuck you, Cena. And they block out fuck you, Cena. And I'm like, nigga, this is the fans. How you going to censor the damn fans?
Yeah, Diego pointed out last week.
What the hell?
Case in point.
But listen, I'm still not going to take what you say about WWE.
I'm just saying, why do I want to sit here? Why do I want to sit here and hear censorship? Half the program, half the chants from the audience get censored.
Yeah.
But I can go to AEW and the crowd I can watch little kids tell.
But that's what they agreed on. But that's what they agreed on. That was their TV agreement. That's what they came in on.
I'm saying though, it's the difference in the quality of the product. We can all agree we like Attitude Era WWF better than this era WWE.
Can we look up something though? Who sells the most merch, WWE or AEW?
I mean, that's obvious. WWE.
All right,
in every marketing lane,
who puts the most asses in the seats right now? It has been for years.
AEW holds the record for attendance.
That's just for one show.
Be right back, fellas.
They hold the record.
But that's just for one show.
Until WWE breaks that record, I was saying.
But listen, but WWE had to change for a TV promotion, and at that time, it was about the kids and about positivity. So we had to build off of PG-13 or PG, and we had to build John Cena. So we had no other choice but to go with what we knew was gonna work at that time.
Look, I'm lesser so caring about the politics of it and more so caring about the product and the quality of the product. I don't care who's appeasing to who. I just care about what I'm watching, not being the same shit every week.
I don't know about that one, Woodage. Well, if you really think about it, yeah, when you think about it, hold on. They always had some really edgy shit going on, man. You remember Zeus? You know what I'm saying? You remember Brutus the Barber Beefcake getting his face kicked into the steel plate by fucking Shawn Michaels? I mean, the glass plate. Come on, bro. There was some real violent shit. You remember fucking Abdullah the Butcher? Come on, bruh. Come on, man. WWE has some real edgy. It wasn't always about the kids, man. They played the kids because the kids buy shit.
Did we forget how many things Shane McMahon and Jeff Hardy have jumped off of? Did we forget Mankind and Undertaker's Hell in a Cell match?
Bro, you'll never forget that. You can never forget that. Do you remember Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon's first ever ladder match?
People act like exactly another example. People act like WWE doesn't do this edgy stuff.
They always have been about that edge.
Yeah,
they've been about that edge.
They just can't anymore.
No, but they always knew. But listen, who buys action figures?
Everybody.
Who buys them more than everybody, though?
Collectors.
Exactly. And
grown ass men.
Grown ass men. Come on. WWE has been playing on the hearts of grown ass men for years.
I'm just saying.
Action figures, belts, toy rings and shit. Your kids, you get your kids involved with it.
I would rather
no other company besides WCW and now AEW has been able to even try to create an action figure or a video game. WWE has been creating video games and everything around their company for years, and little kids buy it. So why not play to the kids? Because they're gonna buy all our shit.
I would like to see Cody Rhodes be utilized better. I would like to see the bloodline be utilized differently.
Okay.
I would like to see I wouldn't mind Penta and Ray Phoenix getting a push as tag team.
Not yet. Ray
I
Phoenix is gonna
wouldn't.
do like 6 matches on Raw or SmackDown, like, and then he's gonna do something's gonna happen around SummerSlam. That's when it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's gonna happen.
Mhm.
It's gonna happen like 5 months down the road,
Yep.
probably.
Yep.
After
Yep.
he's done with this Intercontinental title run.
Yep.
I would like to see them utilize the younger talent that they have, the up and comers, the people coming from NXT, the people coming from Evolve. I'd like to see them sign more talent from other fucking promotions worldwide. Sign people from New Japan, sign people from Maple Leaf.
But why sign them if they're not going to use them, fam? Like, that's
just
one
it.
thing
They need to
WWE has an
That's what I'm
issue
saying.
with.
They need to replace the people that they've already used. You've already used. You've used John Cena. God damn. I'm motherfucker purging demons over there. I don't know what the fuck going on over there. He said, "Let me mute that demon over there." I don't know what a poltergeist. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that was, but I
Bruh,
forgot what I was talking about because of that shit.
I was lost all train of thought. I'm like, yo. But yeah, damn, what was we talking about?
Basically, just the way that talent's utilized and shit.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like WWE
Dom,
does struggle on that.
Dirty Dom, bro. Give this man a crazy push.
Yeah.
Dominique's got to be one of the most liked stars in the whole roster
Hey,
right now.
he is, and he does need a push.
Dude is a
Just
baby.
like I said.
Dude is a baby face heel. That man is a heel that is over and being cheered and shit, and people are fucking, bro.
Yeah.
This man has so many fans. It's crazy.
You know, I would like to see Carmelo Hayes get a push. I would also like to see.
I feel like they're trying to push Carmelo Hayes. He's been in this.
What's old boy's name? That used to come out with Gunther.
Ilya.
No. He injured. I like him too. Damn, what's old boy's name? Buddy looked like the Ken doll.
I can't think of his name.
Fuck, but I would like to see him get a push too. I would love to see this luchador, all these luchador signings, like
Ludwig
evolve
Kaiser?
into something. Yeah, Ludwig Kaiser. I would like to see him get a push, but I would like to see all these luchadors that are getting signed do like some type of luchador belt or a cruiserweight belt, some type of something to where they're actually being utilized.
Cruiserweight belt, bro.
A cruiserweight belt, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bring back the cruiserweight division. Have Rey Mysterio in that bitch. Have him rival with Dom for the belt.
And then let them set off. Like, and then like, you know what they should have? Every Monday night or whatever, it should be cruiserweight. The first match should be a cruiserweight match.
Right.
And there's a bunch of the cruiserweights come out, nigga, and bruh, just start the show off with some electricity.
Right. Didn't WWE used to have a show like that?
Yeah, 205.
Right. I thought so. I thought I remember that shit. Last time I was really, really deep into wrestling.
But nobody watched it because nobody tuned into it because it wasn't on the main roster. What they should do is put those stars on the main roster and put it on the card so that they can start. Listen,
right.
There's always got to be a build to the climax, man.
What's crazy to me, bro, is how does and again, this is again gonna be my biased opinion, but how does a company with a bigger roster and less airtime utilize their roster better than a company with 2 more hours of airtime every night and a smaller roster? Shit makes no sense to me, bro. Like I said, when I can be entertained more from 1 hour of AEW than 3 hours of WWE, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because I watched the whole goddamn thing too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I watched the whole 3 hours. I'm looking for something in those 3 hours, bro, that I can be like, oh shit, I can't wait to talk about this shit on the podcast. I can't wait to react to this.
You know, I think like we've been
But it
saying,
seems more like we just bitching about shit every podcast. We just like, oh yeah, man, WWE needs to do this. They ain't doing this right. Like,
I mean, listen, WWE, they do what they can to keep and appease
everybody.
everybody.
Right.
They can't you
The
can't
fan
you
and
can't
accountant, but
you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? So what they need to do, because they have so many, stars, is like you said, 3 hours. Yeah, we could open the show with a promo.
this man playing
But,
Fortnite.
but right after what the hell? But right after that,
Unmute
what
him?
we need to do is we need to go ahead and get down on some high flying, something that's very exciting to keep the fans engaged. You know what I'm saying? I like hearing
Right.
the promos. I like that. I like the storylines. But 20 minutes?
Bro, I just can't do the look. If you're gonna have 3 hours, bro, you better give me something in those 3 hours. I need something. I need at least one good sequence, bro. I don't know. I don't get the whole thing of WWE and all these fans nowadays are like, oh, it's just from one spot to it's literally just fans repeating what old head wrestlers say about wrestling nowadays. They're like, oh, it's just a spot fest. It's they run from doing this and then run over to do this real quick and they do this and like, bro, you sound like a fucking grandpa, bro. Just because when you wrestled, bro, all people were doing was arm wrenches and motherfucking leg drops doesn't mean that's how wrestling is still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the game has changed. There's people that are super athletic in this shit. There is there's gymnasts, there's fucking pro sports athletes, there's people that are much more physically capable and fit compared to the old beer gut belly wrestlers that used to run shit. You know what I'm saying? Those guys didn't like that style of wrestling because they were doing shit that made it so they weren't in the shape to do that style of wrestling.
I'm not gonna goddamn jump off that goddamn rope like that, goddamn it, and hurt my fucking self.
Of course not, because you still hung over, you fucking high off of fucking coke right now, and you fucking, you know what I'm saying, all kinds of shit.
But I will pick you up above my head and throw you down.
Right.
Lift you back up, and I'll drop you down again, and I'll body splash you.
Like, they're acting like if they couldn't do those sequences, they wouldn't. I guarantee you they'd love to have those sequences on their highlight tapes.
They would.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I can watch AEW and see sequences that are far better than WWE's. WWE does simple sequences because they want to put the entertainment over the wrestling. And they still botch those, bro. So if you're gonna botch the fucking, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna botch something, go big or go home, bro.
Well, shit, yeah, we got a couple more minutes. What else we gonna run through, bro?
So I imagine with AEW, you got Toni Storm facing Athena, or Mercedes Moné facing Athena soon. I think we'll see
4 belts.
6 belts.
Damn, that's right.
Athena got 2 herself, so that's 6 belts 6. in that situation.
Right. So they trying to build her like Kurt Angle. They trying to build her like they built Kurt Angle and
I was just arguing with someone about that. They were like, she has 4 belts. Why? Yada yada. And he was trying to tell me he was an AEW fan primarily, and he wasn't a WWE fan. But you're sitting here like questioning why she has 4 belts. You obviously ain't been watching it.
Nope.
And I explained to him, I was like, but nobody had a problem when the Usos had both tag team titles, right?
Nobody had a problem when Kurt Angle had 6 belts.
Right. Like, Come on, man. It's
Nobody
to
had a
build,
problem when Kenny Omega had 9 belts.
it's to develop the character and
Kenny
and
Omega literally walked out as a belt. He had so many belts. He came out dressed up as the whole damn belt.
Yeah, but that's my point, bro. It's to build aura. It's to develop character and add those accolades to your wrestling, your character's resume. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a problem with it any more than there was a problem with Bruno Sammartino having his super long streak, any more than
For
there's a problem with Ric
9,000
Flair
days.
having a record, any more than there's a problem with Cena. I have more of a problem with Cena breaking Ric Flair's record than I have with any of those records being held.
I kinda do too. Because it's over. If it's over Cody Rhodes, if it'd be over someone else, I wouldn't mind.
It's not even that for me. The fact is that it's over Ric Flair. You're talking about a dude that is arguably the greatest heel of all time.
The dirtiest player in the game.
And he's arguably in the top 5 most legendary wrestlers of all
Ric
time.
Flair better come back night 2 at WrestleMania and kick John Cena in the dick.
I think you're gonna see him. I think you're gonna see him interfere in some, and that would. I would love if they booked it that way, bro. Have Ric Flair come in and make sure that Cena doesn't take his record. That'd be the dopest thing that they could book, bro. That'd be the dopest way to book it. You should unmute Alt, even though he's over there fucking playing Fortnite and then dropping in and shit.
Hey, no.
That man probably gonna get killed by my son on there.
Ah, damn. Your son on this too? Damn. Everybody
my
get
son
in.
be
Shit.
on
My
that shit
oldest
too.
kid's a try hard on that game, bro.
Jesus.
Try
this whole
hard. He's
house
better
try
than
hard
I
except
am.
for me. Oh,
Nah,
God,
we,
everybody
look,
else
we all
can.
need to get on this shit, man, because, like, fuck.
Nah, I
Like,
don't
re-
play no.
re-
I'll be honest.
No.
The only time you'll catch me on Fortnite is when I'm on there to play with my kid, and that's the only reason I get on there.
That's it.
Yeah, the only time I play is with my wife. Because she was like, you
He
want to play
says while he's
Fortnite?
playing that shit right now. He said that's the only time I do it too. This man's mid podcast on the Fortnite.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, you know, we got Thursday coming up this week. We're gonna pull a long podcast this Thursday. We got a lot to go over
I
still.
mean, this one right here has already been 2 hours. This.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
good.
damn.
Yeah, we don't want to pull a WWE and do a 3-hour show. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
going to, and we're gonna bore them. No, I'm just
He said
kidding.
we're going to.
But yeah, we love
bring in
y'all.
some retired people.
Hey, we love y'all, and we about to get the website up. We about to get the Facebook page running. We're about to get the everything going. So be on the lookout of that in the next coming weeks. We got some merchandise we're about to start putting out. That WUP, WUP, and we out here.
We might have to stop. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that after.
Oh yeah, because you know what? You know why? It may be thinking about something else. I was doing that earlier. They may think we're saying something else, and we're not gangbanging.
Well, I was gonna say that too, but you also have like
Go. What are you doing?
certain crowd that's also associated with the wrestling community.
Come on, man. Don't get us killed, man.
Majorly backyard wrestling.
Oh, we not disrespecting nobody.
No, I'm saying they're not exactly no offense to any juggalos or juggalettes out there, but
get out the driver's seat.
ICP is not exactly the
Lamborghini and all that shit.
thing I'm trying to be associated with.
Look, I don't have no disrespect. There ain't no disrespect from this podcast to nobody, to none of their nothing, no entities, nothing. We ain't on that. That's not what we own. We on here strictly as wrestling fans.
They be saying whoop whoop, which is WOOP, and they say whoop. So I was like, damn, people might.
Yeah, you know what? Here live, no disrespect to WOOP. Hey, I wish we can get some of y'all on the podcast so we can interview y'all. Maybe we can.
Oh yeah, they have their
put y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know shit.
That's ICP, bro. Insane Clown Posse.
I would love to talk to the Insane Clown Posse, man. That'd be dope.
They have their own wrestling promotion, honestly.
I would love to talk to them. I remember when they was in WCW.
They have ICP Lunacy.
That's dope.
Is their wrestling promotion.
That's dope as hell. But all right, y'all, look. We will be back on Thursday night.
Yes, sir.
Here live all the time.
Hey, I'm
We
fixing
out.
to hop on that Rocket League,
Y'all be
bro.
easy.
I don't know if y'all trying to hop on that Rocket League, bro, but
We out.
I'm trying to get goals. You know what I'm saying?